Hello, Leo North Nodes. Did you survive Leo season? There was a retrograde. I think you did. I think we need to give ourselves a pat on the back. It was hard, but it was something we all needed to go through in order to get to that next level. Leo, did you check yourself last month? Okay. If you did, it kept you out of a multitude of issues. My son is Leo, and one thing that I noticed, because I could feel that energy coming in with that Leo retrograde, is that I could feel his tensions were high, and he, even though he's Leo, his placements scream Aries. So he wants to be a warrior. So I was so happy when my dad, this is where I am, by the way. I'm not at my shop. My dad was feeling ill, so I'm here. But I was so happy that my dad called him for to help him with his business, because my dad is a little older, and that's a whole nother story. My son is possibly going to help him run this business, but he was able to leave his other job for a couple of weeks, which de-escalated some things. So, did you listen to that unction to take it down a notch? Yes, and I'm Leo Moon, so I definitely had to do some things. I definitely had to do some internal work because, um, and in humility and ask for help. I had to even do that. So, it was a lot in August, but we did survive it. So, what are my notes saying? This month, Leo, it's a little different for you this month in September. September is urging you to shine publicly. Step onto the stage with courage. So even though you wear the mane and you are Leo, you are called to get out of your comfort zone. So I don't know what signs I'm talking to. Are you very docile? Is being in front unnerving for you? Sometimes it is for me. But you have the right. We have permissions. I'm going to do a video about that. In our North Node, we have permissions. Are you afraid of what other people will say? Like, ooh, what's got into you, no matter what sign you are, especially if you're like maybe a water sign, even an earth sign, or, ooh, what's gotten into you? You've changed. You're supposed to be changing. News alert, you're supposed to be changing. Anyone that wants you to stay the same has ulterior motives. You are supposed to be getting into your calling, okay? And our North Node gives us what our purpose is. It gives us the trajectory in this life cycle. So you have permissions. So right now, let us usher in spirit to help us with this reading. I do not have my bells for resonation, okay? So we're just going to ask. Spirit, we ask that you go to Source, go to Mother. On our behalf, we ask spirits and ancestors, our spiritual teams, everybody has them. We ask that you give us insight for Leo North Node. Let the vibrations of our voice, even though we don't have our instruments, resonate high to Source and come back down again with downloads. We thank you so much. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And with that, understand how I pull. I pull 3 cards. I normally don't clarify because Spirit allows me to clarify through rapid fire. And that's how I've always done. So I can just call out things, and Spirit will tell me when it's the truth, okay? So let me get 3 cards, Spirit. 3 cards for Leo North Node. 3 cards for Leo North Node. 3 cards, please. Oops, there's 1. 2 more cards for Leo North Node. Pardon my lighting as well. I couldn't find a great place. I know the video is a little grainy. So I do apologize for that. Two, oh, there's one. Thank you. Thank you so much. And one more card for Leo. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, we have 3 cards. So our first card is the 4 of Wands. Okay, upright. All right. We have the Page of Wands. Can you see that? Yeah, the Page of Wands. Okay. And then we have the 2 of Swords in reverse. The 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So what are we dealing with? What are we dealing with for Leo North Node? The first card, what I see, it's fire energy, of course. I'm seeing foundation and structure. Stability, foundation, and structure. The card reads holiday celebrations, gathering, homecoming, family, friends, wedding, success, community, self-esteem, prosperity, security. That kind of goes hand in hand on my notes with what I'm talking about with courage and the need to shine this month, Leo North Node. There's a celebration. Spirit is telling me that the celebration is for you, but going through this phase of your life, trying to get to where you are supposed to be, Leo North Node, you're supposed to be leading the charge out front. But there's a obstacle in front, but there's the castle in the back. You can have that, but you sometimes are your worst enemy. Do you find yourself, whatever sign you are, wanting to be in the front? Yeah, that's Leo energy. Do you find yourself looking at things saying, I can do that? Or even I can do it better. That's very Leo. Leo can have an occasional narcissistic way about them. I'm Leo moon, like I said, and that is true. And in the proper settings, those things compel us or push us to do what we need to do. Yeah, September wants you to shine publicly and step onto the stage with courage. Courage. So which moves us to the next card, the Page of Wands. Yeah. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, of course. Illumination, intuition, inner power. Yes, inner strength. So there's good news, letters, phone calls, cheerful, fun, optimistic, bright ideas, energetic, creativity, confident, intelligent. Something's coming to me that you have all of this potential, but don't block. Don't cut yourself off. Let's see at this picture again. Yeah. This page, he is paying homage. It's like he's devoted or dedicated to whatever the calling is. Yes. Yes, don't run away from the challenge. Don't run away from accepting your rightful spot. You know, that could be hard. I know it. I can feel that that's hard. But that is your calling. You are here to step into that leadership role, okay? And you can do it. Have you noticed, Leo North Node, that people seem to stare more, or people seem to watch you more, or want to watch you? They want to know, they're curious about you. That's that pull for that Leo North Node, okay? Yes. Of course, we want everything in balance. We don't want the shadow side to just pop up when it's not needed. I hate to say good or bad, or, like I said, there's a balance to things, but that shadow side, maybe the narcissistic side of a Leo, that rigidity of a Leo, sometimes that's needed. But we want the balance. Right now, though, you are being called this month to be in charge. To be in charge. There's creative projects, even love relationships, something coming full circle. With Leo, I'm sensing whatever sign you are, possibly a Leo with a Leo North Node. You could even have a problem communicating. Yeah, but that's okay. People are going to be naturally drawn to you. And it's okay to sometimes quiet leadership. That's what I like to say. It's still leadership, it's still being in the front. Sometimes less is even more, and that's okay. Sometimes the Creator has made people maybe not timid, like we don't want fear to rule us, okay? Because you're supposed to be having courage this month, and courage in general to step into who you are. But the Creator does, Source does make each and every one of us different. We don't have to be the embodiment of ferocity as lions are. We can get our points across different ways, okay? I'm feeling compelled to say that. All right? So we have here our destiny. We don't want to get in our own way, right? We want to accept the good news, accept the calling, accept the honor, accept the bestowment of positivity or whatever. All right? Your joy teaches others. When people see you in your divine role, it makes them want to do better. I know my son, who is Leo, people look at him and they want to know about him. And he, my children growing up around me, and no one's perfect. I wasn't the perfect mother, but I tried my best. That's all I could do. But I say that to say, in teaching my children, I always wanted them to just stay close to me. But they were preserved, and I do feel like because of my bloodline, Spirit did preserve them. But they are not as social as other children. They have very old souls. And when I prayed for the spirits of my children, before I even had children, I knew that they were going to be special. But that burden, it's a burden sometimes to be different. But I always tell them, you don't have to do much. You really don't. And it is true. They just appear. He just appears with his locks down past his buttocks. And people are drawn to him. And I'm always trying to instill in him that he's more than enough. And you Leo North Nodes are being called to be front and center. And people get inspired because of that. This last card, the Two of Swords in reverse. Let's see what it looks like upright. Yeah. What's so interesting? What does she look like she's doing? She looks like she's tying her own blindfold. I don't know if she's untying it or tying it. I would think because it's in reverse, I'm going to say that she's tying her own blindfold. Let me read what this card is talking about. Balance, duality, choices, reflections. So I see that, yes, indecisions, delays, postponements, information overload, mental turmoil, refusing to choose, exposed to lies, overly cautious. Yes, I see with this card. Again, this is the admonishment. Don't block your blessings. It's coming through. Don't block your blessings. You deserve them. No matter what sign, you deserve them. Allow it to flow and come in. Yes. So, Leo North Node, we're counting on you. You leading the way. Okay? And you can do it. So, some great things are happening for you in September. Just accept it. Okay? So, with that, I will end the video. Watch for the spotlight this month for Virgo North Node, since we're in Virgo season. And watch for the lunar eclipse in, I think it's September 5th. So with that, I will see you later. Bye-bye.